What up, ECC? Welcome back. Late again to week 10 recap edition of the Fantasy Football Show. We've been doing since week 2, week 3, I don't know, somewhere around there. I was pretty close to being correct on, I think, most of my picks, all of them. I know I got my game right, Rob's game right, was off on Widmarks, unfortunately, and that was a heartbreaker. I was right with Chad's, and I'm pretty sure I was right with the game of the week. I think. That's the only one I can't remember. Starting to all blur together at this point, guys. But I'm sure I was close, if I'm not right. But with my game, I know I didn't have to look at it too closely last week. You know what? I never did this late, so I've never got to see it after. But Yahoo actually gave my matchup an A-. So it's something new that I'll be able to get to add on this video, which is probably not going to happen in the next couple weeks. The rest of the games. We only have a couple more weeks till playoffs. So McCown actually was not needed. Rivers out of nowhere, even though he got a concussion, scored more than McCown did. Chad gave me a emoji's laughter face because of playing him. Honestly, I thought Rivers was going to get like 9, 10 points, 11 like Dalton did last week because Jacksonville's tough. But somehow he figured out how to beat them, but they didn't win. But I mean, he should have beat them. So, nevertheless, I mean, the rest of my team did fine. Nothing monster, no monster, scores. But on the other hand, Charlie, you also didn't have anybody either scoring anything. So where I just did average, you did under average or underperformed. So I had 10 inches, you had 5. No, like I said, I win. So next week, better luck. You know what? You thought you were out, but I looked. There's still more games to play where technically if the 3 and 4 seeds right now lose and everybody else on the bottom that have less than the same amount of wins or that's 3 games under can teeter-totter or whatever, swing it. So don't give up. There's still 4 games left, 4 losses, 4 wins. You could be in the playoffs. What was the next one I had? I don't remember the next one. The one that I did want to look at was the controversial game. I can't believe this, Danny. This is where I know you didn't want to drop anybody probably, I guess, or whatever. You didn't want to pay the $2 or $4 because you needed 2 players. But you should have played because there was 30-point difference from Rob's game. I mean, 180, was it 180 to 130 that he won? Something like that. So you should have made the moves. I know you didn't really have, you think, someone to drop, but Palmer on the injury reserve. And I would have dropped Dixon. Because Jimmy Graham, you're obviously going to keep playing him. So 30 points is pretty doable. 10 out of your kicker, 20 out of your defense would have easily won it because you had the .70 over his .30. Giving Robbie a win. Wow. Well, not giving him, but making it easier. He helped his cause with Stafford, doing 44 points to Breeze 21. Everybody else on this game was pretty average. Stafford actually had the most points. Kamara had 30 points, so when you had enough points, Danny, you should have played. Should have tried, but you lost, as I projected. Good win, Rob. You're still up there. I think number two, or no, maybe even number 1 with your overall points. You and Chad are going to be battling it out to the end. The next one, where heartbreaker, I think it was the Widmark Graham game where, how did it come down? What was it again? Drake. I couldn't believe it. Drake got 27 points. Carolina gave up 21, just enough to only score 9. So 2-point game, not even 2 points, like 1 point something. It came back in the very last 2 minutes of the game, 3 minutes of the game. It was those last just junk yards. Now they could have had Damian, was it Williams? They could have had him in, saved your day, Woodmark, but it's like the coach knew. It's like, you know what? I think there's this team out there that if we play Drake a couple more plays, he's gonna lose. You know what? Yeah. Big Blaze out of California. Go Drake. Sorry, bro. So next week, maybe you'll get a win. Because you're falling fast and hard and hopefully haven't given up, drinking yourself to death. At this point, uh, there's only those 2 games left. Chad, don't need to spend much time on your obvious shit. Goff, you were correct. Scored 50 points. You're the quarterback uh, guru or whatever at this point. Every time you touch a quarterback, they go off. They play way up above their potential. Ingram was pissed that Kamara was getting so many points, so he's like, I got to score some goal line. 41 points. Another 200-point effort out of your, corner. I thought it could be the upset because, he had a couple of players. The guys that I said were going to do really good did not. So I was way off on my underdog quarterbacks, except for Keenum. But McCown just did average. Fitzpatrick, nothing. Brait, 2 points. I thought he was going to go off. Nothing. So kind of killed me too in my DraftKings. I think I lost like $15 this week. Nothing big, but I normally don't lose. I normally break even at least. So it's kind of, I guess it was okay because I won my other fantasy games, these ones. But anyways, the last Nomads Championship, I thought, this is where I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I thought Nomads was going to win now that I think about it. But I could have been off. But championship, you find a way to win. That's why you play this game. I know it. You're good. For some reason, you get lucky when you need to. And I thought Thielen was going to have just an okay game or nothing. Expected 31 points. I was way off for Washington's defense, shutting the Diggs and Thielen down. That didn't happen. Keenum, 4 touchdowns? I don't know. It was crazy. The Los Angeles defense, though, 30 points helped. I mean, you only beat them by what, like 8 points? Yeah, 8 points. So 13 point swing on the defense. Everything else, because he, and then Robbie Anderson, 18 to his 1, Ted Ginn. If Ginn would have had just a normal game too, Brian, you probably would have won. I mean, there's kind of a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's why we play, but very, very close. And you're still not out of it. You're the one team that's the closest, I think. You're like right in the middle of the pack. You got the extra win, but, or the one less loss per se. You're okay. You're not out. So, at this point, I think I was like, 3 out of 5 or something like that. 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. I don't know. Close. I'll probably end up looking at week 11 here tomorrow. Wait a minute. Tomorrow's what is it? Thursday. Because waiver wires, we got to see what you guys do. I don't think I'm picking up anybody. I know I'm playing championship. Gotta win. That might even be game of the week because it's like a 2-3 seed or something. It's like playoff implications. One of us has got to win. Obvious, but I'll go further breakdown with the rest of the matchups later in the week. I haven't even looked when we actually have it. Ooh, Charlie, you got the Chad. Tough matchup right there. Nomads and Widmark, pretty evenly matched, I think. Tater and D's, nuts. Andy, you might actually have a win because Danny could leave, I don't know, his quarterback out. Who knows? So, the Orgasm and Graham. That should be a good matchup because Graham ain't going to give up. He's going to fight to the end. So, I like that. Well, ECC, till next time. Later.